everybody, welcome back to another grilling video, and today is actually the Saturday just after Thanksgiving here in the US. What that means for most people is you have leftovers galore, but for those of you that just cook a turkey breast, you might want some kind of a protein recipe that's good with those leftovers. That's exactly what we're going to do today. We're going to be using chicken, and we're going to be cooking them in a frying pan. It's this delicious orange cranberry crispy skin chicken thighs. Really, really easy to do. Let me show you what we do. We also need 4 to 5 skin-on chicken thighs or chicken breasts. I prefer the chicken thighs. I think it's a little better flavor. Fresh cranberries, and that's the beauty of just after Thanksgiving. These are all over in the grocery store. We'll have a little bit of orange juice. You could also use a little cranberry juice if you have it. We have 1 orange. We'll be zesting some of the skin, the rind into it, just to give it a nice zesty flavor. Olive oil for crisping up that skin. And we have salt, pepper, and garlic that we'll be seasoning the thighs with. Let's go ahead and prep it. All right, so we're going to go ahead and fire up our griddle. We're going to be cooking this in the grill, essentially baking it in there, but we're going to start by crisping the skin. And instead of doing that over the grill grates, we're just going to do it out here. It'll be a little easier to film it before we close it up in there and bake it. All right, let's get this thing fired up. I'm just going to put this on low heat because, frankly, this burner gets pretty hot. All right, we'll let that start getting hot while we prep our chicken. Let's break out our chicken thighs, and again, you decide what kind of meat you want to use in this. I prefer the skin-on ones because I think that crispy skin flavor, it's a good fall item. It's a Thanksgiving kind of thing. It's going to make a nice substitute here. All right, we're going to get 3 of these out. I'm just going to lay them nice and even on our cutting board here. And we'll get these seasoned up real well. Now I'm going to start with these skin side down. I'm going to do that just because as I season them, I want to flip them over. We're just going to do salt, pepper, and garlic. If you want to mix those up in a little bowl and then apply them evenly, you can certainly do that as well. I am cheating a little bit, doing this the easy way. And now some garlic powder. Ooh, got a little breeze coming here. You don't have to see me put it on. You know what it looks like going on there. All right, we're going to flip these guys over. We're going to do the same to the other side.
Over here. Yeah, right here. Hey, do me a favor. If you like this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. And if you want to see more like it, subscribe to the channel and click on that little bell notification so you get notified of new videos. Thanks.
All right, we'll get some oil, put it down in the pan. That's getting nice and hot. We'll just go ahead and put our oil down in here. And we will lay our thighs right down into the pan. We will do 3 of these in here. And we got this flame up fairly high. We want to crisp that skin. All right, these have been in about 2 or 3 minutes. Looking pretty good. We'll just go another minute or so. That is good. You'll notice I have a single burner on over here with the pan in it. Now what I'm going to do is start taking this chicken out. I'm going to put it right down in this pan. I'm going to do it skin side up now. And that looks good, doesn't it? I'm going to do a couple of breasts in here as well. I am not scraping this out in any way. I want to leave that in there. It's going to be some good flavor. Now I have seasoned this the exact same way I did the other ones. A little salt, pepper, and garlic. Get those just laid out on there. All right, now while these are cooking, we're going to go ahead and start working on our glaze. It's just good to get all this stuff ready to go because when we take the chicken out of that pan that we're just browning up the skin on, we will use that to make this glaze. It has all that nice chicken drippings, some of that caramelization and grill marks from that. We'll be adding a little bit of sugar, a little bit of orange juice. Here's some cranberry juice, do that too. I'm probably going to do about 1 cup or so of this. If I had cranberry juice, I would probably do it half and half. We'll just get a handful of these guys right in here. Now here's the other thing. I'm going to try and just smash some of these up. Not, not completely, just muddle them a little bit to let some of their juices out of it when we start cooking these. There we go. Just cracked about 1/4 cup of them. It's about 1/4 cup of brown sugar, about 1 cup of liquid. You can mix that up half and half with cranberry juice or orange juice or 100% of one or the other. It's fine. And then I probably have, 1/2 to 3/4 cup of cranberries in there. And some of my seasoning from before, I'll just clean the cutting board off and put that right in there. It's all going to cook in the same spot. All right, so we're just going to check these guys out, see how they're looking on the bottom. Look at that. That is looking good. I'm going to take these breasts and I'm going to turn those over. Oh, it looks perfect. All we're trying to do is get a little bit of caramelization on the outside of these guys. That looks good. Now just going to take that chicken out of there, pop it right in our pan here. Close this down. Now we're going to start prepping our saucepan, and you can see just how we have all of that fond in there. That's the chicken skin that came off in there. We're going to go in with our sugar and orange juice liquid. Stir this around. That'll help get all that stuff right on off of the bottom of the pan. Now I just start with it small. I don't put it all in there yet. You can already see how it's thickening up as it evaporates some of that liquid. Now we're scraping the bottom because we're getting all that delicious flavor right off the bottom. We're going to use this and pop it right in the pan. Let this be what bastes and flavors our chicken. So with our sauce heating up on the side burner, I just have a little bit of oil in there, and I'm going to pop this up on this top shelf. Slide that forward a little so it's a little easier to operate. And we'll be pouring things right into this. Let me go slice up that orange to get ready for that. Look at the color of that. You can see all that fond in there, all that brown skin and flavor. It's just worked its way right into this juice. While it's going, we want to go ahead and get our one Florida orange. You know what's funny? I just realized that what we had in the fridge is not an orange, it's a red grapefruit. It's okay. Citrus worked just fine. Look at that. Best to seed these, but at the end of the day, it's going to be okay. I'm going to cut 1/2 of this into just small little slices that we can put right on into our pot. I'm going to squeeze this right on into this. Nice, fresh juice flavor. All right, while our sauce is just getting up to temperature, let's go ahead, let's get some of our cranberries right in here. A couple of whole ones I tossed in. Again, use orange. That's actually what the recipe would call for, just not what I seem to have today. So as I'm finishing up the sauce, what I want to do is I want to get ready to use these meter thermometers. I love these things. It's a nice little wireless one. Gives you the temperature right on your phone. It can alert you when it's ready. What I want to do is make sure I get these things cooked just right inside, about 168 degrees or so. So I'm going to put one of these in one of the thick parts of the breast and another one in the largest of the thighs. And when they're up to temperature, everything else will be as well. And we'll come out and check them about every 15 minutes to make sure they stay good and moist, and add some more orange juice or liquid into the pot if it's evaporated a bunch of it. Let's get this thing all set up. So we now have our probe temperature thermometer here, and we'll pop these in. Number one, and the one that I think is going to finish soonest, and that's likely going to be this thigh. Let's get that pushed all the way in here. There we go. Let's go ahead and pull this out and add our flavor into this. All right, let's get all that spread around a little bit. These cranberries are already starting to get a little bit soft. That's amazing. I think I'm going to throw a few more in these toward the back. Now we definitely want these to stay in the liquid. That's what will help them get nice and tender. But Just take a look at this. That not look phenomenal? All right, put this guy in until it's done cooking. And my guess is that these will probably take 25 to 45 minutes. I've got my probes in there. I'll come out and check it frequently, and if it looks like it's starting to diminish all the liquid out of there, just evaporate it, we'll go ahead and add a little bit more of that orange juice in there. Let's go ahead and leave this closed up. We'll come back and check on it in 15 minutes, and I'll start cleaning up. I gotta tell you, that sauce looks so good. I think I'm gonna make a little bit more here. Get this cranberries nice and soft. All right, these guys have been in for about 15 minutes. You can see I put a few down on the griddle as well, just because we had some extras to cook up. And that is looking good. We still have this sauce in there. It's getting nice and sort of thick. That looks really good. So that's it. This took about 30 minutes. Actually didn't take as long as I thought it might have. Let's go ahead and give this a shot. I'm going to go ahead and cut just a bit of this chicken right off of here, this thigh. See if I can get a little bit of the skin as well. By crisping that up first in the pan, get that nice crispy chicken skin, which is nice. Looks phenomenal. Kind of zoom in and show you what this looks like here. Skin looks delicious. These cranberries, just look at that, just crushed flavor coming right out of them. I look forward to giving this a shot. Alright, I think we need to get a little bit of this cranberry and a hunk of this chicken as well with some of that skin. Bon appetit. This is an amazing fall cranberry orange glazed chicken breast, chicken thigh, however you want to cook it. I love the sour in the cranberries. You'll probably put a little bit more brown sugar in it just to help offset some of that sourness that's in it. Oh. My gosh, that's amazing. The skin could be crisped up just a little bit more. But that is some kind of good. Bye, y'all. Safe and happy grilling. We'll see you next week.